Hello everyone and welcome to the Conway Arena in Nashua. It's the day after Christmas 2017 and we are about to start the 13th annual Conway Arena hockey tournament between Christmas and New Year's. Hello, I'm John Collins along with Tom King. Tom, as always, this very exciting tournament seems to tweak the ground rules and the players, the participants, year to year. Yeah, it does. You know, and South has won this South-Pelham has won this 2 out of the last 3 years, John. And you know, this is it's an interesting event. This year it's an 8-team event, 2 divisions. Okay, you're playing the teams in your own division for 3 days, and then whoever has the best record in each division after the 3 days plays in the final on a Friday at noon. It's pretty simple. Remember all those tiebreakers we had and everything else? Yeah. I don't think you need those anymore because basically you're not going to have 2 teams. If 2 teams are tied at 2-1, they played head-to-head. There's your tiebreaker. This is our first look at high school hockey in 2017-2018 season. Normally, we watch teams play 15-minute periods. Right. Tom was telling me different. This will be, until the final, this will be 2 20-minute periods. They need to chop off some time to get all the games in. So you're playing 2 20-minute periods with a 12-minute intermission. 1 12-minute intermission. All right, you all set for the hyphenates? We have the Nashua-Pelham Kings going against the North South-Pelham Sabre Titans. Well, it could be in the final, but tonight, in this game today, it's South-Pelham against Alvirne. And remember, Alvirne used to be co-op with Pelham. Yes. So this is an interesting battle. Yeah. It's almost like matchup. They had a divorce and then the team went to another school. Right. I don't think there's too many players from either team that are left. Yeah. But Alvirne's got a new coach, Matt Simpson. He's a very serious hockey guy. He's, you know, really wants to build a program and be here for a long time. So he's a Hudson guy. Volunteered as a coach with the cross-country team, so he knows the athletes, he knows the game. He played on the line, John, in some type of junior team with somebody named Mario Lemieux. Wow. So, South-Pelham, they've got a win under their belts. They earned a win earlier this season over Bishop Brady, which was shorthanded. It really only had, you know, 10 or 12 players. South-Pelham 1-2 on the year coming in. These games don't count in the regular season standings, but overall, they want to get a good look at their hockey team. So it should be a fun time. Remember, Alvirne is a Division II team now. South-Pelham, Division I. That's Tom King. I'm John Collins. We're moments away from the opening face-off of the 13th annual Conway Arena Hockey Tournament here in Nashua. Stay with us.
Oh, emojis. I thought the conversation just got dumber.
Ugh, internet trolls. Just ignore them.
I like you just the way you are.
I believe in you. She's a hugger. Give her a squeeze.
Help up the hand.
Ah, there you go.
Thanks, mate.
You're killing it, Jane!
Hello everybody, we are at the Conway Arena in Nashua, New Hampshire for the 13th annual Conway Arena Hockey Tournament. Played the 4 days following Christmas of 2017. We have 8 teams in the tournament. There are 4 divisions, 4 teams in each of 2 divisions. The 8 teams include Bedford, Nashua-Pelham, who you're about to see here. That's actually Nashua South team with the Pelham Kings combined. They'll be going up against Alvirne. Another team in this tournament is Pembroke. North is in the tournament combined with South-Pelham. And the Keene High School team is also in the tournament, along with Coventry. They're the Oakers, Merrimack, and that's 8 teams ready to go at it here over the next 4 days. The championship game is scheduled for noontime on Friday. They play in this part of the tournament 20-minute periods, 2 of them, and that constitutes the entire game instead of 3 15-minute periods. So puts more a sense of urgency into the opening minutes and opening period. Different dynamic than playing 3 15-minute periods. You know that you can empty the gas tank quicker. Of course, in hockey, it's difficult to skate for any more than a minute at a time. Look at the NHL, the average shift is about 30 to 40 seconds. And the opening faceoff is won by South-Pelham. The defenseman near side is Nolan Foss. Foss hands it off to Nolan Harvey, rather. A couple of Nolans back on defense for South-Pelham. Half a minute in, and Alvirne's got their first possession in the offensive zone. Levi Griffin, number 11, shoots it around the boards. South cannot get it out quite yet, and now they do. Joe Moore, number 12, centering a line that includes left winger Johnny Pinkston, who goes and gets it in the corner. Riley Nutter, the right wing, is setting up out in front. Nutter had to go off his stick. He was in good position to get a great shot away, but the pass had a little bit too much mustard on it. In the corner, Matt DiPrizio trying to find a player. Riley Nutter stick handles around one player, and it's deflected over the goal. It was a teammate, Johnny Pinkston, in front that actually deflected it up and over goaltender Jackson Dowd. I believe that's Jeremy Dowd's brother. Jeremy Dowd was also a goaltender for Alvirne. Now a firefighter, by the way. Congratulations to Jeremy on a fine career choice. Alvirne with an opportunity. Damian Barahona gets checked off the puck, and skating away with it is Joshua Kinghorn. Kinghorn down the right wing tries to split the defense. The poke check comes right back to a teammate. And of course, we don't have a number 5 on the program, unfortunately. We'll have to find out who that is between the first and second intermission. Puck is pitchforked into the Alvirne zone. 0-0 just underway in the 13th annual Conway Arena Hockey Tournament. Played on Christmas week, between Christmas and New Year's of 2017. 8 teams going at it. 4 teams in each of 2 divisions playing off to see who gets into the final on Friday. We're playing here on a Tuesday afternoon, and it's getting colder and will only get colder outside the Conway Arena. In front, centering pass, nicely done. Shot is saved by Dowd. He got his blocker and glove up around chin high and deflected it over the crossbar. Couple of excellent chances for South-Pelham so far, but yet no scoring results. Teams are offside. Now Alvirne heads up to that fact. They clear. Nolan Harvey down the boards it goes, trying to connect with Riley Nutter, number 21. Instead, all the way around the ice it goes. Great head of steam for Levi Griffin. He's a good skater, as Levi. He's going down battling for the puck in the far corner. Collecting it, South-Pelham. The Kings, they go by. Coming out of their own zone. Up ahead, Johnny Pinkston lost the puck. Good defense by Alvirne to thwart that threat. Nolan Harvey launches it into the far diagonal, and he'll get a line change for the defense. Here comes Alvirne. Joe Moore, nice move through the middle. Actually, it's Camden Cole, number 13. Cole launches it on goal, and it is saved to the left of the goaltender for South-Pelham, Nathan Serentino, manning the pipes. He is a sophomore goaltender. We have played just under 4 minutes into the first period of 2 20-minute periods that will constitute the entire game here, barring any kind of overtime. And the puck goes up into the netting. It was headed right toward us. They have protective netting and around the entire spectator portion of the rink. On the far side, there's no netting above the where the players sit. There's a wrister and a nice play by Sarantino to save it. Rebound comes loose. Opportunity there for Alvirne. Puck shot around the boards. And not out, but firmly in the control of the Kings. Collected near boards and shot into the opposing end. Again, we don't have number 5 in my program, and it's one of the better players on South-Pelham, judging by the time of puck possession. And now the 5er for South-Pelham has it again. So it's cleared by Alvirne. I know he's a defenseman. It might be Benjamin Clark, sophomore defenseman number 7 in my program. Alvirne with a breakout. Jacob Letendre going 1-on-3 for the moment. Letendre goes wide left and gets shoved into the boards, and the puck taken away. Behind the net it goes. Nolan Foss around the board smartly to Johnny Pinkston. Pinkston sprints by a couple of back checkers. With the puck deep now is Riley Nutter with his head up in the corner. Finds the defenseman. Foss's shot goes off the rear board glass. And Alvirne able to clear it. Darahona's headman pass doesn't get through to Ian Morse. Puck into the near corner. Kind of a surprise shot there by South's Nolan Harvey. Finds its way to goaltender Shane Pimentel. Shane Pimentel is the goaltender, number 1. Jackson Dowd is a goaltender also for Alvirne. He's not in the game yet. I'm sure they're going to be sharing duties, but right now Shane Pimentel, number 1, is the senior between the pipes for the Broncos. Face-off to the left of Pimentel. Alvirne succeeds in getting it out. Justin Carbonneau shoves it toward goaltender Nathan Sarantino, who guides it to Joshua Kinghorn. Kinghorn able to get it up the boards and out. Alex Evans down the right wing. Cross-ice pass. Does find a South-Pelham player. Loose puck collected by Alex Evans. Evans centering pass and a great opportunity in front of the net for South-Pelham's number 5, just off his stick. And a shot and a goal. A surprise shot from the point, finds its way through all kinds of bodies. And Matt DiPrizio, number 9, one of the co-captains of the South-Pelham Kings, scores first in this game. It comes just under 7 minutes into the first period, and a 1-0 Kings lead. That one clearly caught Shane Pimentel, the Alvirne goalie, by surprise, as he wasn't fully in his ready stance when it came up on him, and it was about knee-high off the ice and found its way through. A wrister from the point by Matt DiPrizio. 1-0 South-Pelham.
Scored by number 9, Matt DiPrizio. Assisted by number 5, Jacob Polito. Time goal, 6-16.
There's a break in the play. I just heard them say the assist went to Jacob, and I didn't catch the last name, but I don't think it was Smith. There's no number 5 in the South-Pelham roster. So they did give an assist on the play, though, on Matt DiPrizio's goal. So 1-0, the South-Pelham Kings are in the lead. We'll just call number 5 Jacob for now. He's already figured in the scoring. poke check, but Alvirene keeps it in. Deflected near boards, and South-Pelham clears it out. Back to collect it is Anthony DeRosa. DeRosa up the boards. Intercepted. Teams trading possessions now. Levi Griffin. Wrister blocked with the skate by Nolan Harvey. Harvey going to the boards. That's a save right there by Nathan Sorrentino. He's able to shore up the near side. Gave nothing, no leaks. As Alvirene tried a tough angle shot. There's another solid save by Sorrentino on the shot from Levi Griffin. Right about the face-off dot to Sorrentino's right, one right in his midsection. One thing you notice when you watch old-time hockey highlights is that the goalie equipment, I'm not talking about the goalies themselves, but the goalie equipment takes up way more space now between the posts than it used to. You look back at even when Ken Dryden was stoning the Bruins back in the early 70s for the Canadiens that one season, those goalie pads were, I mean, big as Ken Dryden was, I don't think he took up as much as the net as the modern pillows do today. South-Pelham trying to create a scoring chance here to add to their 1-0 lead. The Kings with it around the boards, finds its way to DiPrizio, but by him, and as a foot race, back to get it, Joshua Kinghorn. Good hustle by one defenseman picking up his teammate who had missed the pass to the point. Back to get it for the Broncos. Jake Letendre tries to go around the boards. Alvirene does manage to clear it. Jake Letendre is back there with Cassidy Burley, number 10 for Alvirene. One of several female players we have seen, ice hockey players, in this Conway Arena tournament over the seasons. South-Pelham with a scoring opportunity here, deep in the corner. Joe Moore throws it in front. There's a check that could be considered maybe interference or tripping. It was a little bit of a desperation move at the point by South-Pelham to try to stave off a breakaway, and it worked. Officials chose to rule it a legal hit. South-Pelham now sprinting in after his own poke check is Riley Nutter. Nutter, a playmaker for the Kings, trying to set up a teammate here from behind the net. Drop pass. Johnny Pinkston in the left dot. A nice wrister by Nutter and a nice blocker save in goal by Shane Pimentel. Solid save for the Broncos goaltender. Nolan Harvey with a rush, and he scores. Nolan Harvey with a great individual effort down the left boards through the far face-off circle and was able to slide it past Pimentel, who didn't get too much help from his defense on that one. 2-0. The South-Pelham Kings lead it just beyond the midway point of period number one of two periods. They're going to call that goal by Harvey unassisted. So a couple of goals by defensemen here for the South-Pelham Kings so far. Matt DiPrizio got the first. Harvey got the second. That one's in front, right off the stick of Jacob Smith. He had a great goal-scoring opportunity. Hard rush by Levi Griffin. Individual effort had it poked away at the last moment.
Well, it just seems that South-Pelham is controlling the play so far, John. Had most of the chances down in their end, you know, and they did what I thought they would be able to do 7 or 8 minutes into the game, was get a rush on the net. That's one thing they hadn't done very well early on in this game. Most of their shots were from the outside, and they scored on one of them. But they were able to go at the net on that last goal by Harvey.
I do feel that South-Pelham has been dictating the play. Time of possession is probably something like 75-25 in favor of the Nashua and Pelham combo team.
Well, they're trying to cycle the puck in, they weren't having much luck doing that, you know, in terms of putting a sustained, you know, shot after shot pressure on the Alvirne net. Broncos need to get a little bit more physical, I think, with South-Pelham.
Barahona slips and falls as he goes through the middle of the ice. Some heavy collisions in the neutral zone. We have our first whistle to break up the flow of play, and let's see what's going to be called here.
Yeah, it was contact in front of the Bronco bench. Looks like it's going to be against the Kings.
If not matching penalties.
Could be.
It's almost quiet enough in here to hear the referee talk to the Broncos coach.
Broncos coach. So evidently the penalty is going to be on Alvirne.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So we have 2 minutes against what is listed as the guest team. Broncos Ian Morris going to the penalty box for 2 minutes with 7:46 remaining in the first period. 2-0. South-Pelham is up.
Well, let's see how the Alvirne penalty kill is right now. They've got the skilled players to kill off these penalties. South can use their body and use their size a little bit to try to get a sustained forecheck on the power play. But first they got to get it out of their own end.
It sounded like too many men on the ice.
Could be.
And it will be served by Ian Morris, so nothing that he may have done in the hockey criminal way.
They're cycling down low, but they don't have anyone down low in front of the net.
A nice clear by the Broncos. Dylan Denaud-Gilson. And we have hyphenated team names, school names, and now last names.
You say hyphens galore. Here's a break right here.
Almost a 2-on-1 there, just not able to connect. The person that almost had the scoring shot was Johnny Pinkston, number 17. Behind the net, Joe Moore circling as he's checked into the boards hard by Dylan Denaud-Gilson. Gilson handing out a lot of body checks. At least one Alvirne player's answering your call to be more physical, Tom. Puck in front.
It's gonna roll in.
Squirts inside the post.
Interesting to see who they're going to give that to, John. It really wasn't a shot. It just kind of rolled in on its own.
Based on the congratulations and just being in the right place as it crossed the line, I think it's Riley Nutter that is going to get credited with that goal. He was the player standing closest to the puck as it trickled across the line just inside the right post. So that is a power play goal. It came with 40 seconds remaining in the man advantage. 3-0. The South-Pelham Kings lead it here with 6:25 to go in the first period.
South-Pelham goal. Given number 21, Riley Nutter.
You got it, John.
Assisted by number 12, Joe Morris. And number 17, Johnny Pinkston.
Give them Morris and Pinkston on the assist, Nutter on the goal. 3-0 lead for South-Pelham. 6:12 left to play here in the first period. First of two 20-minute periods with a 12-minute intermission.
Damian Barahona will take the face-off for Alvirne against Dante Young. Alvirne wins the draw, but can't get set up for a shot on Nathan Serentino, who's had a pretty easy go of it in the net for South-Pelham so far. Alvirne doing their best to try to keep it in, but now with a head of steam is Josh Kinghorn. Kinghorn gets checked, but he slides back to his feet, tried to find Ryan DeSimone in front. DeSimone is still lurking, but Alvirne takes the puck away in the lower right corner.
Kings, South, and whatever team South has, whether it's its own or co-ops, they always seem to save their best for this tournament.
They do, don't they?
Yes, they do. I don't know what it is.
Barahona and number 8, Ryan DeSimone, getting a little bit chippy against each other. I think the officials may have an eye on that. Let's see what we have here as things getting a little amped up with the physicality.
Somebody's going to go in the Kings box, I think. The door is already open.
You're right. I think we have our first power play for Alvirne in this game. And it comes with 5:08 remaining in the first period. Alvirne really needs to get a goal to get on the scoreboard and try to get back into this game. They trail 3-0 now with the man advantage. We'll await what that penalty was for. I think it might have been something along the lines of boarding, based on the sound of it.
Well, they're lucky. If it was boarding, John, it would have been a 5-minute.
Oh,
okay. That's a 5-minute major now. Cross-checking is the call. It's going to be one of two things on that. It's going to be cross-check or boarding. If it's a boarding, boarding is an automatic 5 now in New Hampshire high school hockey.
Based on the injury that could result from it.
Exactly.
So it's cross-checking against Ryan DeSimone. He's in the box for 2 minutes. Alvirne gets a shot on goal there from a tough angle. Easy save for Serentino as he directed it to the corner. Broncos keep it in. Nice pass. Oh, what an opportunity there.
Just didn't quite have it.
Oliver Thomas, number 21, had the right idea with the backhand, but he just couldn't curl it back toward the goal enough to get it past Serentino. John, 17, Ian Morris blasts one, and Serentino knocks it down, freezes the puck with 55 seconds left to go in the Alvirne power play.
Right idea, shoot the puck on the goalie. If he freezes it, you get the face off where you want it, which is right in front of him. But the Broncos need to put a body down low to try to convert some of those chances.
Yes, because you got a player standing there, you could capitalize on that. Coming off the chest of the goaltender. Damian Barahona playing groundskeeper as he skates an extra stick back to the bench, and then he comes out and takes the face off. But it's won by South-Pelham, and they clear. Nolan Harvey had lined up Robert Pace with a big check there, but Pace was able to sidestep it. South-Pelham able to clear.
36 seconds left on the power play.
Back to get it, Jake Letendre. Trying to stick handle around a pair of forecheckers for South-Pelham. D-to-D pass successful. Here comes Letendre with 2 men to beat. Going to blast it. Comes up into the face mask.
Yeah, well, look at the size differential between Letendre and Harvey.
Harvey just literally shaking that off after it jolted the face protector.
Letendre couldn't get around him. Harvey's just too big.
They don't list heights and weights in the Conway Arena tournament program, but you're right.
Gotta be.
Yeah, he looks well over 6 feet. 3:09 remaining first period. Eight-team tournament. This is our first game that we've done here on NashuaETV. Day after Christmas 2017. Hope you had a good one. Alvirne still has no penalty has expired, so it's 5-on-5, but Alvirne's got a nice rush going here. Levi Griffin takes the puck across the blue line, hits the brakes.
And John, I'll tell you something, next face-off that we have.
Madison Petre manning the defense for Alvirne along with Jake Letendre. And Petre throws it up the boards and out as Ian Morse helps it along back to get it. Matt DiPrizio has got one of the 3 goals for South-Pelham in this 3-0 game. Cleared by DeRosa. Back to get it is DiPrizio. Plays it off the boards, a self pass, but he missed the rebound. Alex Evans across the blue line. He's checked off his feet.
2 minutes to go in the period.
Nice sidestep there by Jacob Smith, but he lost possession. People taking runs at each other right now. A lot of fisticuffs almost going on here. The gloves and the sticks are getting a little bit higher. I'm sure the officials are going to keep an eye on that. Alvirne trying to get some sort of pressure
The South-Pelham goaltender, they really haven't been able.
Here's a rush. Haven't seen one in a while. Goal.
Sniping one is Joshua Kinghorn for South-Pelham. He went on up and over the stick side shoulder of Shane Pimentel. An excellent wrist shot. Makes it 4-0 lead for South-Pelham. Joshua Kinghorn just inside the blue line. The right-handed shot with too much on it for Pimentel to handle up top.
Domination.
Yeah, it is at this point.
Number 10, Joshua Kinghorn.
Not assisted again. A couple of unassisted goals for South-Pelham for a 4-0 lead. 1 minute left to go in the first period. South keeping up the pressure.
All in that end.
Johnny Pinkston with a rush. Slides it in, and it's past the far post. Somehow didn't go in. Looked like it was a tough chance to handle for Pimentel. He never really clamped down on it. Winding up Kinghorn, your goal scorer from a minute ago. Full head of steam, crossed the red line. Kinghorn still has it. So dangerous. Tried to split a triple team and finally got pushed off the puck. Riley Nutter trying to make a play as Barahona.
Alvirene, oh, we got a little bit of boarding and a push in the corner.
Yeah, Kinghorn and Barahona just going at it. And
I think they're both going out.
Let's see.
Kinghorn with, anytime a hockey player's got his hands out like that. So they are both going out for roughing in the corner, it looks like.
A little bit of frustration, I think, on Alverne's part at this point, down 4-0.
Haven't posted it yet. Kinghorn didn't get in the box, so he is in the far side.
Yeah, they have that kind of murky line between the bench and the penalty box, here at the Conway for the home team. Rister through traffic, and somehow Pimentel made that save.
Number 3, Damien Barbosa. Both 2 minutes roughing.
So both players got 2 minutes roughing.
So John, this team is being coached by the assistant South-Pelham. Sean Connors was tossed from the last game that this team played, which was a week ago. So my guess is he's out for a game, maybe 2, maybe the whole tournament. I'll find out.
Wow. In the fine hockey tradition of coaches mixing it up.
Yes, exactly.
Sean Connors is not here today.
Yeah.
We are coming back with second period action, the second and final period of this game on NashuaETV right after this.
Let me tell you about the toughest guy on earth. He has the crazy strength to lift the man that raised him up without even flinching. This guy, this warrior, will always be by his father's side, even if his dad will hardly remember. If this guy isn't the toughest guy on the planet, then I don't know who is. Caregiving is tougher than tough. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Conway Arena for period number 2 of our opening game here of the 2017 Conway Arena tournament between Christmas and New Year's. 4-0. South-Pelham leads Alvirne as we go to the second and final period. Tom?
2 things, John. You notice they did not switch sides. They're going the same direction.
Interesting.
Which was done in the game previous to this. So I imagine it's going to be all the games. And the other thing is, yes, Sean Connors out 4 games. 2 games NHIAA mandate. Nashua always doubles the penalty for coaches.
Wow.
4 games, 4 interscholastic games. So if this tournament goes 4 for them, he'll be out the whole tournament and then not miss any regular season games. If it only goes 3 for them, if they don't play in any consolation, then he'll have to miss 1 regular season game. Doug Burns is the acting head coach for this game and the rest of the tournament.
That's Tom King. I'm John Collins, and we have period number 2 underway here. South-Pelham in the white and blue to the left of your screen, and Alvirne in the maroon and gold to the right. Alvirne still looking for some quality scoring chance to get on the scoreboard. They did have a power play earlier. Did get a couple of shots on Serentino, but nothing past him. So it's a 4-0 shutout being pitched by South-Pelham at the moment.
157.
We had a couple of players get caught up in some board work and got called for roughing at the end of the first period. So Damian Barahona and Joshua Kinghorn for Alvirene and for South-Pelham begin the second period in the penalty box, serving out the rest of their roughing penalties. They'll be out at about the 1.5 minute mark, or very soon, as we've already almost reached the 1.5 minute mark. 84 seconds in to the second and final period. Again, they go with 2 20-minute periods here in the Conway Arena tournament to kind of speed things up, with the 8 teams playing off over 3 days to see who gets to play in the final, the championship game, on Friday at noon. An offside is called as Alvirene made their way across the opposing blue line, and a chance for both teams to change up personnel. The captain for the Broncos, Oliver Thomas, number 21, will take the face-off against Joe Moore, number 12. Moore wins the draw, and now it is South-Pelham who is offside as they go across the opposing blue line. So weren't too many whistles at all really in the first period. We've had a bunch here in the opening 2 minutes of period number 2. Stepping up, Matt DiPrizio, one of the 4 goal scorers for South-Pelham in that first period. Levi Griffin with some speed. Down the right wing he goes. Griffin circling, still with it. Launches it around the boards behind the net as Oliver Thomas battles with Matt DiPrizio. DiPrizio able to clear. It doesn't have much on it, but there is enough pace on the puck to draw an icing call for Alvirene. No touch icing here in high school hockey as well. I remember many years watching NHL hockey, and in college and high school had the same rule where you had to hustle back and be the first one to physically touch the puck with the stick in order to get the icing call, and that generated a lot of collisions, a lot of foot races that ended violently on the rear boards for those icing touches. And the rules makers in the NHL eliminated all that by going with no touch icing, as the officials just judge which team is closest and go by that. Riley Nutter around the boards it goes. Nice poke. 2-on-1 for Alvirene, the shot, and it looked like a stick save was made on Anthony DeRosa's wrister. Down the right wing, DeRosa had a great opportunity there. We're going to credit Nate Serentino with a fabulous goalie stick save on that 2-on-1 opportunity for the Broncos. Delayed offside is waved off now as the South-Pelham Kings take the puck out. That might have been an icing call. And the faceoff will come to the right of Nate Serentino. We played 3 minutes and 11 seconds into this 20-minute second period. No goals yet in this frame. Stepping up, and that far side was just waiting there for Levi Griffin. He couldn't quite hit it with an accurate shot, but you could see from his own angle as we look at it that Griffin had that far right corner to shoot at, and Nate Serentino was screened, but Alvirene still drawing a blank here offensively. Heavy hit there, Jake Letendre on defense for Alvirene, able to get the puck out. Stepping up, Letendre again. But South-Pelham has it. This is Nolan Harvey going deep into the corner. trying to slip a check by Levi Griffin. Harvey loses the puck. Griffin off the boards but not out. South-Pelham shoots it back in. Justin Carbonneau passes it behind the net. Sidestepping a forechecker. Jacob Letendre hands it off to Oliver Thomas. Thomas shoots it behind the net, back to get it. Nolan Foss, number 16. Teams trading possession in the South-Pelham zone and then banking it off the boards. Dante Young clears the puck for the Kings of Nashua High, South-Pelham High. The combo team on the screen to your left. 8 teams vying to be in the final of the Conway Arena 13th annual tournament here between Christmas and New Year's of 2017. Back to get it for Alvirne is Cassidy Burley. Cassidy shoots it up the boards. Heavy hitting there. South-Pelham coming up with possession. Barahona goes back to the defenseman DeRosa. DeRosa, his pass intercepted by Joe Moore, who had stepped up. Unfortunately, Riley Nutter, his line mate, had not yet cleared the zone, so it was an offside call, and the faceoff will come right below us. Jim McLean on camera for NashuaETV. We've got another game coming up. I think Jim's either got a coffee or a hot chocolate going. Chocolate, good choice. Heavy hitting has intensified as the game's gone along. I think it's a measure of the frustration that Alvirne is feeling about drawing a blank so far in a 4-0 contest. Glove save by Shane Pimentel. The Alvirne goalie hangs on and forces a face-off to his left. We have played 5 minutes and 30 seconds into the second period. And again, we are only playing 2 20-minute periods by tournament rule. Nashua South carefully in control of this game. The sense of urgency as far as trying to score seems to have tapered off here in the second period. I don't know if it's a matter of fatigue or maybe Alvirne is winning more puck battles, but fewer scoring chances for the Kings. Jacob Letendre coming out of his own zone through the middle. Poke checked away as he tried to beat a triple team there, and back with it is Nolan Harvey around the boards and out. Barahona had lined up Jacob Smith for a check. Smith got the better of that collision, and they throw it into the Kings zone. Broncos with it. Jake Natola throws it into the offensive end. South, though, has some room to work with as they come out of their own zone. Alvirne going with a line change. Joe Moore, number 12, trying to make a play. Comes to the point. Nolan Harvey down the boards looking for a return pass. Harvey shot, save, return shot. 3 saves in a row. Is the puck in? Where is the puck? It is underneath Pimentel, who made 3 saves on that play, or else they're going to call a goal. Excuse me, it is a goal. Well, it ended up underneath Pimentel, but apparently it hit the back of the net at some point, and we will wait for the scorer's announcement to tell us. It was just too much pressure on Shane Pimentel, the Alvirene goalie, as the South-Pelham forwards descended on the net. And we saw 2 solid saves before apparently the 3rd time was a charm for the South-Pelham Kings. So here is the announcement. Nolan Harvey got the goal for South-Pelham. Number 3, Johnny Pinkston, number 17, got the assist. So in that flurry, Harvey was able to get it past Shane Pimentel. 5-0. South-Pelham leads now in this game against Alvirne. This tournament sponsored by the Conway Arena, by the way. Lisa Gingras, the athletic director for the Nashua schools, thanking the Conway Arena for their sponsorship of this always exciting tournament in a page of the program where Lisa wishes happy holidays to student athletes, coaches, parents, and friends, and wishes all teams competing the best of luck for a competitive tournament with the greatest of sportsmanship. These are getting a little bit chippy as the game goes along. Damian Barahona clearly has been the most physical player on the ice, as again he makes his presence felt, dumping the South-Pelham defenseman behind the goal. South-Pelham with a rush here, comes all the way around the boards to Joshua Kinghorn. It was Kinghorn and Barahona that served a couple of matching roughing penalties earlier, and they nearly ended up going again. 11:24 to go in the second and final period. 2 20-minute periods. South-Pelham working with a 5-0 lead right now. Near boards, this is Nolan Harvey who got the 5th goal. Kind of ran into his own player, Riley Nutter, there, and Riley threw it from one end of the blue line to the other. South-Pelham shoots it in. This is Ryan DeSimone, who absorbs a hit, but got his pass back to Nolan Foss at the point far diagonal. And Alvirne not able to get it out. Harvey's wrister hit a teammate in the tangle of bodies in front of Pimentel. Alvirne trying to just shoot it into the offensive zone and get a line change. Harvey trying to take advantage down the right side, still with it. Nolan Harvey in front. Pimentel, and just getting it out of there was number 13, Jake Natola. That one nearly trickled across the goal line as the Kings of South-Pelham tried to add to their 5-0 lead. This will be icing against South-Pelham. And Alvirne will have an opportunity once again here to get on the scoreboard with a face-off to the right of Nathan Sorrentino, sophomore goaltender. Interesting comment by Tom King earlier that the head coach of South-Pelham, Sean Connors, not here. He's on a lengthy suspension.
4 games.
And Tom, and you said they added 2 because they do that?
Yeah, Nashua's rule is 4. NHIAA rule is 2. It's almost like grade point average, John, where the state has one rule and the school has another.
Yes. Partial 2-on-1 for Alvirne. The wrister goes over the goal.
And you notice in this period, Alvirne has gotten more physical. It was obvious that they talked about it in between periods.
Yeah.
But it hasn't helped them because they're down 4-0.
On the scoreboard, you're right.
Right, they were down 4-0. They needed more skill and they needed more opportunities.
Dante Young through the middle, sidesteps a couple of checks, still has it as he goes over the blue line and shoots it behind the net.
And you got to think that South-Pelham was ready for it. Doug Berg's the assistant coach for South, who's running the team, probably warned his players. He said, look, they're going to come out and they're going to bang a little bit. Puck possession, 75-25. It's
takeaway by South-Pelham in front of his own goal. Nolan Foss with his stick on the ice, number 16. Near boards. Teams.
All the action is down to our right and behind the net. A lot of it behind the net.
That hits the netting in the neutral zone area, so the faceoff may be coming back into the Alvirne zone, or it's at the dot outside the blue line. Taking the face-off for South-Pelham will be Johnny Pinkston, who got an assist on that 5th goal by Nolan Harvey. It's the only goal in the second period, by the way. It came just moments ago after South-Pelham scored 4.
Well, with
in the opening
physical
20
play,
minutes.
yeah, the physical play by Alvirene has eliminated the rushes that you saw in the last 10 minutes of the previous period. But problem is they can try to body them down low as they have, but Alvirene hasn't been able to sustain any kind of offense at all, get a forecheck going or anything like that.
Coming out of his own zone, Nolan Foss sidesteps a check.
So important in a tournament like this. If you want to win, if you want to win the tournament, if you're here to win it, if you're in it to win it, as they say, to win this first game, so you don't have to play catch up the other 2 games, and try to go 2-1 and hope that you earn a tie-breaking win and get in.
DiPrizio trying to go the length of the ice.
He took his time there. No sense of urgency. They're trying to kill as much clock now as they can. Up 5-0 with 7:28 to play. You could tell that was just basically clock kill.
And Alvirene still not able to clear. South-Pelham keeping it in, keeping some pressure on.
There's a one-timer. That's a good play. One-timer, but the bouncing puck couldn't get it on net.
That was Riley Nutter, who has figured prominently in this game.
See, how many of those plays have you seen in this period behind the net? There's been a lot of them.
Nutter using the body effectively to shield the puck.
Oh, look at that. That was a slow roller that had the goalie, a little bit off balance.
It looked like a Mexican jumping bean in the frozen tundra of Conway Arena. But it was not able to get past Pimentel that time. Maybe a on-edge puck kind of thing.
And John, you were right. Once we get past tomorrow, the highs are basically single-digit territory.
Yeah, I'm thinking Mexico. I'm thinking Bahamas. Where else? Barbados. I've never tried that. Maybe I should try that.
I've been to Barbados. It's nice. You'll like it.
Oh. Wow, you've been to Barbados. I didn't know that. Was there a game there?
Not really.
Why did you go to Barbados? I didn't know you think you took vacations.
Every once in a while.
We have a whistle. Gotta say, I want to award the most physical player of the game award to Damian Barahona, number 3, who's been in the middle of most of this stuff.
Yes.
He may be going to the box again.
Yep, he is. 2 of them.
This time he's taking
company with him.
Dante Young with him. Last time it was Joshua Kinghorn.
Alvirene, 3 shots on goal in the first period. I don't have a single shot on net in this period for the Broncos.
You don't?
You remember calling one?
I thought
one that might have gone high or wide. But
I
not
thought
one.
it hit his stick, and I
really.
was gonna,
we'll give him one.
We have one of the
teams. See, Jim McClain, take a look at what I get to watch when I'm in my little office. I get to watch the other teams warm up. If you see, I believe that's Keene out there warming up. See them.
You know what would be a better way to warm up is not wear short sleeves. They're making it cold over there.
No kidding. And I see it all the time. It's either Keene or North Souhegan. I can't tell which. I see a lot of yellow, so maybe it is North Souhegan.
Yeah, I think that's a good call.
I had the luxury of being in that side room where I do my work, and the North Souhegan coach Peter LaCroix had his team meeting in there.
It's kind of a lengthy break here, Tom. What do you think's going on? Is it a timeout or is it a discussion about?
I think they want to make the next team very cold.
That might be something to that. I don't know if the officials are getting a little upset about how chippy the game is getting, and they're talking to people. Or?
Well, they're definitely talking to Matt Simpson about something. It is no discussion with the South coaching staff. Of course, the South coaching staff, after what happened to Sean Connors, probably doesn't want to talk to an official at all.
Right. Not without their lawyer present.
Yeah, exactly.
I shouldn't say that. I don't know the details of what happened.
It was a 5-0 loss to Hanover, and I believe he inquired about a call. The referee didn't like the manner of tone, evidently. I wasn't there, so I can't say for sure. But
we are seeing a second player enter the penalty box.
If you're going to get suspended.
For Alvirne.
Yeah, and that's why the discussion was going on.
That's Ian Morse, who served a too many men on the ice penalty the last time he was in the box.
So right now you're looking at a 5-on-4 power play.
Yes.
And there's still some discussion going on with 6:19 left in a 5-0 hockey game.
Oliver Thomas, who wears the captain's C for Alvirne, number 21, is doing most of the conversing with the lead referee.
He's not. No, he's not. The coaches, the head coaches. Oh, I'm talking about the bench.
Oh, yeah, I'm looking.
Yeah,
you're right. There's two conversations.
There's two conversations, so you're right. There is a conversation with the captains going on at the red line.
And now we have Thomas calling his
But none of this
over.
is going on with the South staff. So now we've got the. I wonder, are the Alvirne Broncos going to walk?
It looked like
ice?
the goalie was about to go into the penalty box.
What could this call be? What could have? It didn't look like there was anything, that rough down there that would have called this.
It's a strange break in the action. I want to say an extended timeout, an extended conversation between Matt Simpson, the head coach of Alvirne, and the referees. The players are still out there, but the goaltender's making his way.
Number 4, 19-9. Alvirne penalty.
5-on-3.
Number 3, Danny Barona. Both 2 minutes cross-checking.
So you get the matching cross-checking penalties.
Penalty. Number 3, Nolan Hart. Danny Barona. 2 minutes cross-checking.
Well, there's 2 cross-checking.
Bench minor.
Yep. Bench minor.
Levi Griffin.
A bench minor is.
Wow.
Game misconduct. Coach. Peace official.
So Matt Simpson gets a game misconduct.
Wow. And now I was saying that Matt Simpson was talking to the official. That might have been an assistant that I was looking at, because the guy I'm looking at is still there. And
That's I believe that's Matt Simpson. That's Matt Simpson against the glass.
Over there?
Yes.
Okay.
If you see right by the.
Oh, yeah.
Right,
okay,
right
I was looking at a broken
to the left
stick.
Of the Dartmouth Hitchcock sign. That's Matt Simpson.
Matt DiPrizio. Wow, we were not privy to the audio of what went down after the 2 cross-checking penalties were called against Alvirne. But whatever it is, it got Matt Simpson.
It got him a game misconduct, but that's not an ejection now. It's a 10-minute penalty.
Oh. All right.
I believe.
I stand confused.
Well, maybe it isn't. I don't know. All I know is he can't coach his team for the last 5:08 of this game.
There's a foot race. Alvirne wins it. This is Levi Griffin and his shot. Let's see.
We're going to get a call against, maybe the net came off the moorings. Not sure, but the Bronco fans are all up in arms.
They are upset about that. They think it was not a fair play by South-Pelham, but the officials are just going to call it a break in the action and no delay of game. It's still 5-on-3. As Broncos getting a broken stick blade off of the ice. That stick did belong to Matt DiPrizio. Hockey sticks cost a lot these days too, by the way, Tom. I don't know if you know that. It's like something like $100-something bucks.
No.
Per stick. I couldn't believe it when my brother told me, because my nephew plays
for a stick?
over $100 per stick. It's crazy, yeah. For the nicer ones, yeah. So when they break.
Well, that's right. Your nephew's a player, right?
Yeah, he played college and I believe it was like 120 per stick.
Play UMass
the
Dartmouth?
hockey parents.
UMass
UMass Amherst.
Amherst.
Yes.
Oh, you played Division
His career's over.
Oh, I didn't know he made it all the way to the big show. All right.
Yeah, he's in the work world now.
Uh-oh.
Sidestep.
Nice
Griffin.
Save.
Just couldn't get it past Sorrentino. Going it alone. Feeding it in front to Carbonneau. Justin Carbonneau not able to get a shot away. Back comes South-Pelham.
5-on-3, and Alvirene dominates the time of possession, and now they get their fourth man back on
interesting.
The ice. 1, 2,
Ian Morse.
3, 4. So there's still that. We got a 5-on-5 now.
Good post check by Rennie. Daniel Rennie, the number 28, the defenseman there, to allow Alvirene to put some pressure on here. Rebound. Good save by Sorrentino, but it had come right to the stick of Ian
all the way
Morse.
down the ice. If they had seen him, he had a breakaway.
Ryan DeSimone pays the price for that possession as he took the puck across the blue line and got hammered into the boards.
Jacob Smith all the way on the left wing was wide open. And unfortunately, Ryan DeSimone didn't see him from the opposite side of the ice. Would have been a clear break.
Nolan Foss missed it. Ian Morse, partial breakaway, goes for the long distance wrister, and Sorrentino makes a save.
Yeah, but what a great recovery by Harvey. That caused the shot to be much earlier. That looked like he was going to be all the way in for a breakaway. Harvey recovers and cuts off the angle and forces the early shot.
Johnny Pinkston's shot is saved by Pimentel.
Yeah, Pimentel is, you know, he's been under siege. I mean, they fired 19 shots on net in this game. Matt Simpson's probably got to be pleased with the play of his goalie. He's also got to be pleased with the way his team has responded in his last 5 minutes. If they had played like this the entire game, we might have a much closer hockey game right now.
Goal! Riley Nutter launches one from the side boards above the face-off circle, and I don't think that Pimentel ever saw it.
I don't think he ever saw it. It hit the opposite post and bounced in. It was a cue shot.
6-0. South-Pelham leads it.
It should be running time for the last 2:49.
A dominant performance by the Nashua High South-Pelham High Kings. Up 6-0. Riley Nutter unassisted.
Unassisted for Riley Nutter.
One of at least 3 unassisted goals for South-Pelham in this game. A self-pass there. Matt DiPrizio's got one of the 6 goals. Actually scored the very first one on a similar shot. A wrister from near the point that Pimentel never saw. That was the first goal of the game. Very similar to the one that Nutter just netted. Nice rush here by Levi Griffin. Shot, goal!
Yes. Griffin eyed that far corner and he got it.
With the pace that Griffin rushes the puck, he should have more of those.
And they stopped the clock, which they shouldn't have done.
I don't think they caught up to your idea of running time before
I'm going
that.
to let them know afterwards.
Yeah. So it's a 6-goal.
6 goals, yeah. I believe, yep.
6-1.
Unless they've scrapped it for this tournament, which I can't believe they would do, but.
Nice rush and nice finish by Levi Gosselin. Levi Griffin. Griffin has got some good skating ability, and you would think he'd get more of those, but it comes late in the game, and a shot and a save by Pimentel. Kind of frustrated there was Nolan Harvey. He thought he should have got that one passed in a great spot in the slot with plenty of room to size up his target.
They're definitely not using, definitely not using a running time goal with a 6-goal lead.
Wrister through traffic by the near point man Camden Cole, gets deflected off a skate. of Jake Letendre. Alvirene trying to get the puck out of the zone now, and Letendre is able to do it. Jake Letendre near side, 1:20 to go. Throws it into the behind the net. Broncos chase after it. Nolan Harvey using that strength in his skates there. We're going to have a penalty. An interference call against the Kings.
You get a disparity in the score and you usually get more penalties. And that's what we're seeing in this third period.
Number 20 for Alvirene, Cole Taylor, got knocked to the ice behind the play. And South-Pelham gets penalized. So a power play for the remaining minute.
Number 3, Nolan Harvey.
In front. Oh, and Griffin nearly got his second goal on the backhand. Barahona's shot knocked down by a defenseman for South-Pelham. That's a dangerous play, as it could be a redirect. Joshua Kinghorn got a stick on it. Some good hand-eye coordination, and the Kings clear it. 40 seconds to go. Playing for pride here, the Broncos trailing 6-1, trying to add a power play goal before it ends.
Much better showing over the last second half of that period.
Totally, yeah. I mean, it's a 2-1 game here in the second period in favor of South-Pelham, but they got 4-0 in the first period to take a insurmountable advantage. 14 seconds to go. Camden Cole with it. Cole, nice move, shot, saved by Serentino. Maybe his nicest of the game with 5 seconds left.
He's got 6 in this game.
And that'll do it. 6-1. The South-Pelham Kings take what is our opening game of the NashuaETV coverage of the 2017 Conway Arena Christmas Week tournament.
And if they win their next 2, they'll go to the finals and try to defend their title.
And if they do, we'll have that here on NashuaETV.
That's right. They are off to a good start. Doug Burns, the interim head coach, while Sean Connor serves his suspension. We'll find out if Matt Simpson has to do any time after this game. Coach is behaving badly.
That'll be Tom King's next piece in the paper. So that's Tom King. I'm John Collins. Thanking our cameraman, Jim McLean. And thanking you for watching NashuaETV. Final score, South-Pelham 6, Alvirene 1. The 2017 Conway tournament is underway, and more action still to come on NashuaETV. Good afternoon from the Conway, everybody.